as well as being America's most famous wrestlers. The Rock and Hulk Hogan are two moguls who have made a huge fortune in their careers. But have you ever wondered which one of them leads a more luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a hard-fought battle between The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. So let's fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Most expensive mansion. Both WWE stars have more than enough money to live in beautiful homes, but which of the two has had the most expensive mansion? Hulk Hogan, for example, does not give up luxury and sophistication when choosing a property to live in. He currently owns a house in the vicinity of Clearwater, in Florida. Built in 2009, the traditional architecture house features a beautiful two-way staircase at the main entrance, as well as a stained glass door. Inside, the 5,400 square foot home features incredible wood floors, a spiral staircase with a chandelier, and other spacious rooms for the comfort of the wrestler and his family. Among the main rooms are the living room with a TV and a fireplace, the dining area next to the French windows, and the kitchen with wood cabinets and marble countertops, which is next to a breakfast room, which has glass windows that provide great vistas. The place also has 5 bedrooms, an elegant walk-in closet, and 6 luxurious bathrooms, one of which has a bathtub for relaxing in. Outside, the lot is 14,300 square feet, having great balconies to enjoy the views, beside a patio in the back with a separate pool and spa, providing ample space for days of leisure and relaxation in front of the open views to the beach. In recent years, Hulk Hogan expanded his real estate holdings in Clearwater by buying the bungalow next door for $1,600,000, while he had purchased the main house in 2013 for $3,300,000. In addition, it is believed that he also had another house in that area, which was listed for $5,900,000. The Rock, on the other hand, owns a luxurious mansion situated on a 3.67-acre plot in Beverly Hills, California. Although there are few records of the interior of the property, it is possible to see that Dwayne Johnson's property can offer a lot of privacy, leisure, and comfort for him. Resembling almost a resort, the mansion has several amenities such as a large green space, a cinema room with comfortable armchairs, a tennis court, a recreation area with a swimming pool, and even another heated swimming pool that is fully covered. And to acquire this Mediterranean-style mansion, the star had to spend a real fortune. According to some sources, The Rock had to pay the princely sum of $27.8 million, and so it is clear that The Rock wins this round. Cars. When it comes to enjoying fine vehicles, the two tycoons don't seem to like to skimp, but which of the two will own the most valuable car collection? Throughout his extensive career, it is speculated that Hulk Hogan has owned some fine vehicles, such as a $35,000 Chevrolet Camaro, a $39,000 Ford Galaxy 500 from 1965, a $40,000 Ford Ram 1500, a $44,000 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, a $45,000 1952 Ford F1, a $50,000 C3 Corvette from 1980, a $53,000 Toyota Supra from 1994, a $55,000 Plymouth Barracuda from 1973, a $57,000 Chevrolet Impala from 1966, a $65,000 Plymouth Roadrunner from 1969, a $68,000 Chevy Tahoe, a $70,000 Dodge Charger SRT, a $85,000 Dodge Challenger SRT, a $95,000 Cadillac Escalade. But his most famous car is his illustrious 1994 Dodge Viper, a vehicle completely decked out in Hogan's signature red and yellow color scheme. And to help those in need, the wrestler decided to auction the vehicle for charity, with it being auctioned off for around $75,000. The wrestler's most expensive car, meanwhile, is speculated to be his Dodge Challenger Demon, a super sports car made for those who like speed. The vehicle is equipped with a powerful V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.1 seconds, managing to reach a top speed of 204 miles per hour. And it's no wonder that to acquire this beautiful sports car, you may need to shell out over $180,000 for its most complete models. The Rock for his part has been seen with several impressive cars, such as $35,000 Plymouth Prowler, $55,000 1971 Chevy Chevelle, $75,000 Ford F-150, $80,000 Jaguar F-Type, $105,000 Cadillac Escalade, $110,000 Range Rover Sport, $120,000 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, $130,000 BMW i8, $140,000 Porsche Taycan, $145,000 Porsche Panamera, $150,000 Aston Martin Vantage, $180,000 McLaren 650s, $210,000 Aston Martin DB9, $220,000 Bentley Continental GT, $250,000 Ferrari 458, $300,000 Lamborghini Huracan, $310,000 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, $340,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, $350,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith, $450,000 Lamborghini Aventador, $500,000 Ford GT 660. Already in the millions, he has been seen with a McLaren P1, a super sports car capable of attracting a lot of attention wherever it goes, whose price of the latest models can easily exceed the figure of $1.2 million. Even more expensive, Dwayne Johnson has already taken a picture with a Ferrari LaFerrari, a stunning vehicle with a modern and futuristic design, capable of charming anyone who likes sports cars. And it's no wonder that to have this incredible vehicle in your garage, you may have to spend a real fortune, and it can be found for more than $1.4 million. The most expensive car The Rock has ever seen was a beautiful Pagani Huayra, a sports car coveted by many car lovers. The sports car has a modern design with an impeccable finish, and if the actor has this car, he may have shelled out more than $2.6 million. It's clear that The Rock wins this round again. Means of transport. The two moguls have more than enough money to buy almost anything they want, but which one of them has access to the most luxurious transportation? In his free time has shared several times on social networks moments when he is cruising with his speedboat nicknamed Immortal. Although there is no certainty about its price, based on other similar speedboat models, we can estimate that Hulk Hogan's little toy should cost around $400,000. When it comes to traveling to different parts of the world, the fighter usually uses comfortable and luxurious private aircrafts in his trips. One of the aircraft he has been seen using is the Hawker 800 XP model, a modern mid-size executive jet. The interior of the jet is very luxurious and can accommodate up to 10 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. But you shouldn't think that everything has been such a smooth sailing for him, because he has already got a huge scare when the tires of the aircraft burst at the time of the landing. In addition, the price to acquire a new aircraft of this model is about $5 million. But in case the fighter just chartered it, it's possible he spent around $5,000 for each hour of flight. The Rock has already been seen in a Gulfstream G650, one of the most modern, fastest, and longest flying range aircraft available on the market in this segment. The interior of the plane is luxuriously finished and can carry up to 18 people with great ergonomics. And although we do not know if he owns this little jet, it is estimated that to rent it you have to pay about $15,000 per flight hour. Since we don't know if they both own their own aircraft, we'll consider this round a draw. Other real estate. Both tycoons like to invest in property, but which one of them has the most valuable real estate portfolio? The Rock, for example, bought in 2012 a 13,000 square foot mansion in a gated community in the city of Miami, Florida. Going inside the property, we can see that the decor has a classic style with very sophisticated furniture. According to the photos that were released in the media, the mansion has a cinema room for the actor to watch his movies, as well as 6 beautiful and spacious bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, some of which are very luxurious. In the external area, there is a lot of space with very green grass and a beautiful swimming pool with a jacuzzi. And to live in this big house, some sources estimate that the actor paid around $3.5 million at the time. When Dwayne Johnson wants to have more tranquility and contact with nature, he can enjoy his amazing 46-acre farm in Powder Springs. Entering the property of the actor, we can see how well cared for and beautiful his farm is, with an extensive green lawn, an ideal place for those who enjoy contact with nature. There is, for example, a large private lake, a place where The Rock has already posted on social networks that he likes to practice fishing and have a lot of fun with his daughters. The main farmhouse, which was built in 2002, has French Provençal architecture and has almost 15,000 square feet of floor space. Its interior has a rustic design, with a strong presence of walnut wood and stone cladding, as well as high ceilings and good natural light, reminiscent of old historic mansions. The mansion has 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, some of which are very large and luxurious. In the backyard of the property, there is a good recreation area with a barbecue and a beautiful round swimming pool with a whirlpool. But no doubt it is the outside of the property that is most impressive, with a large area of pasture and of course a barn with 12 stables for the property's horses. And for when the actor wants to have fun with his animals, there is a spacious sand track for horses. As reported in the media, Dwayne Johnson needed to spend about $9.5 million. Meanwhile, Hulk Hogan once owned a mansion in Miami Beach, also in the state of Florida. The 17,000 square foot home boasts an abundance of architectural details, such as an elliptical floating staircase and a hallway with several glass windows. Outside, there are guest apartments that were built at the same time as the mansion, plus a private bayfront pier, a large swimming pool for recreation, and a well-kept lawn with beautiful trees. Hulk Hogan purchased the property in 2006 for the recording of the reality film Hogan Knows Best for $12 million, and allegedly sold it to producer Michael Bay for $18.9 million. But the most impressive property the wrestler ever owned was a waterfront mansion in Bel Air, Florida. Hulk Hogan bought the property in 1992 and demolished the residence that existed on the site to build a custom mansion of over 17,000 square feet, which was finished in 1996. The farmhouse is inspired by 18th century French architecture and has a rustic, handcrafted design, and among the main rooms of the mansion is the large living room, which features a classic fireplace in the center and cozy couches where the wrestler used to spend a lot of time lying down. In the next space is the kitchen with custom finishings, having large counters for preparing meals, as well as having stainless steel appliances and integrating a dining table. Upstairs there is an incredible master suite, featuring a TV in front of the bed and several windows that bring natural light into the interior, as well as integrating a living area, where there is a lovely bathroom with skylights. The house even has 6 other bedrooms, among which is a modern-style one that has a beautiful grand piano and a large wardrobe, filled with luxurious things belonging to the wrestler's daughter, this being the main place where she spends her time. The mansion also has a private museum where Hulk Hogan was keeping important items from his career, such as the boots he had worn during his wrestling days, some old paintings, belts, and other objects. Heading outside, there's a 100-foot deep resort-style pool that features a waterfall and several nearby relaxing patios. There is also a large 1.5-acre undulating garden, which extends to a private pier where the wrestler had boats at his disposal, as well as jet skis to make use of on a daily basis. Hulk Hogan bought the estate for $2 million and sold it in 2012 for $6,200,000, despite having asked for $25 million in 2006. Since Hulk Hogan has owned more expensive real estate than his opponent, point for him. Net worth. Being considered 2 personalities who have had a lot of success in WWE, they have already made a lot of money in their careers. But which one of them has a greater net worth? At the height of his career as a wrestler, for example, some sources estimate that he made almost $10 million a year. And of course, all this gigantic salary was just a consequence of the huge media result he was pulling, with him owning the American television audience record for a wrestling match to this day. And despite having already made a lot of money in his career, Hogan has even said in interviews that at the time he squandered most of his wealth on his lavish lifestyle. Another time when Hulk Hogan ended up losing a lot of money was in 2009, when in the divorce settlement with his ex-wife Linda Bolia, it was reported in the media that the wrestler lost 70% of the couple's net assets, being left with only 30% of all the money they had. But in 2016, the tide began to turn in Hulk's favor when he won his lawsuit against media company Gawker, which released an intimate video of the fighter that was recorded without his consent and had even refused to take it off the air. After a major court battle, they struck a deal that got Hogan about $31 million. And although no one knows exactly what the wrestler's real current financial situation is, we can estimate that Hulk Hogan has a net worth of at least $40 million, a figure that could be much higher if he knew how to manage his money better. The Rock, on the other hand, is also a mega businessman who has investments in several areas. In the fitness business, for example, Dwayne launched Athletico in 2019, a mega event with talks focused on athletics and wellness. Still in this business, he has also launched his app called The Rock Clock, which has a motivational alarm clock and a goal plan for those who are looking to improve their physique. In the American soccer world, it was announced in the media that The Rock and other partners acquired the professional league XFL for $15 million. Dwayne Johnson also has investments in the beverage business. For example, he is one of the partners in Zoa Energy, an energy drink made for those who need more energy. One of the actor's biggest businesses is his participation in the tequila brand Teremana, which has been very successful with the public and is projected to be worth billions of dollars in the next few years. But without a doubt, it is as a Hollywood movie actor that Dwayne Johnson has really made his money. To get a sense of figures, it is estimated that he received about $5.5 million for the Scorpion King, $9 million for The Other Guys, $10 million for Fast and Furious 6, $12.5 million for The Rundown, $14 million for Central Intelligence, $15 million for Furious 7, $20 million for Hercules, $22.5 million for Black Adam, $23.5 million for Red Notice, and $25 million for San Andreas. And it's no wonder that The Rock has been considered the highest paid actor in the world several times, with his peak being in 2018 when it was estimated that he was paid around $124 million for the year, becoming the highest paid actor of all time. And although nobody knows exactly how much his fortune is, many sources estimate that Dwayne Johnson has a net worth of approximately $800 million. As The Rock has managed to maintain his fame and grow more in the media, it's clear that he is the richest. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Hulk Hogan against 4 points for The Rock, being him the winner of this battle. But if you believe there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel deals to satisfy your curiosity.